Hey, welcome to All Things Spiritual. I am so grateful that you are here. My desire is that this podcast will be one of encouragement, growth, and connection with God. I'm Stephen Osborne, and I've been in ministry for over 25 years as a pastor. I've had the privilege of counseling hundreds of people through their highs and their lows of life. My heart for this podcast is simple. I want to help you grow in your understanding of who God is and to build a strong faith. You see, faith isn't just for Sunday mornings. It is for everyday moments, the struggles, the victories, and everything in between. So grab a cup of coffee, settle in, and let's grow together. You are seen, you are loved, and I want to remind you that you are never alone in this journey. Do I have a story for you today? It's one that involves a sauna, a hole in the ice, and a lesson from Scripture that has stuck with me since this experience. So a little over a week ago, my wife Venessa, who is just incredible by the way, decided that for my birthday she was going to treat me to something special. And let me tell you, she delivered. She surprised me with a night at a hotel. But there's a twist. The hotel itself didn't have a sauna. Instead, they partnered with a third-party sauna experience right there on site. And this wasn't just any sauna. This was the real deal. Picture this, a classic wood fire sauna, the scent of cedar in the air, the heat rising up until you can feel every ounce of stress just melt away. There's something about stepping into that kind of heat, feeling your body warm up, sweating out all the tension and just relaxing. And man, did I relax. I felt like I could stay in there forever. But then came the next part. Now, normally, so when you think about a sauna experience near the lake, near Lake Superior, you might picture running out of the sauna and diving into the water. That's what I was expecting. But no, this was next level. See, it was the middle of winter. The lake wasn't just cold, it was frozen. And instead of running into open waters, they had to cut a hole in the ice just for us to get in. So there we were, standing next to the carved out section of the lake, steam rising out of our skins from the sauna heat, knowing full well what we were about to do. My body was saying, "This is insane. Stay in the warmth. You don't need to do this." But my mind was saying, "You have to go all in." And so we stepped down into the ice cold water. The second my body hit the water, everything in me froze. My breath caught in my chest, my muscles tense up, and for a second my brain just screamed, "Get out!" But instead of immediately jumping out, I let myself sink just for a moment, just long enough to feel fully submerged in this cold water. And then when I came out of the water, something happened. I felt alive. I mean, really alive. My senses were on fire. My heart was racing as I stood there, gasping in the freezing air. I thought, this is what it means to be awake. I mean, to be fully awake. And you know, that whole experience got me thinking about what Paul wrote in 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 8. He says, "For physical training is of some value, but godliness has value for all things, holding promises for both the present life and the life to come." There's something to be said for taking care of your bodies. We should exercise, eat well, rest, even take time to enjoy things like a sauna or a cold plunge. It refreshes us, it strengthens us, and honestly, it makes life a little bit more enjoyable. But Paul reminds us of something even more important, our spiritual health. See, it would have been easy for me to stay in that sauna forever, to stay in the comfort, to avoid the shock, to just take the easy route. But growth doesn't happen there. Renewal doesn't happen there. Just like my body needed that ice cold plunge to wake up, my soul needs moments where I step into discomfort, where I train in godliness, where I push myself deeper into the things of God. And here's the thing, spiritual health doesn't come automatically. Just like I had to choose to step into that freezing water, we have to choose to step into the disciplines of faith. We have to choose prayer even when we're tired. We have to choose scripture even when we don't feel like reading. We have to choose to love people even when it is hard. We have to choose godliness because there's something that it is not something that happens passively. Paul is saying, but spiritual health benefits us for eternity. So here's my challenge for you this week. What's one thing you can do to step out of the sauna of spiritual comfort and into something that will challenge you, that will help you to grow? Maybe it is waking up early to pray. Maybe it's fasting from distractions. Maybe it's serving in your church or in your community. Whatever it is, take the plunge, step into the cold, because that's where you wake up. That's where you will grow. That's where you will experience life with God in a way that you have never before. And if you're like me, you just might find that after the shock wears off, you will feel more alive than ever. Thanks for listening. And hey, if this encouraged you, let me know. Share it, send it to a friend. And as always, keep chasing after the things that matter most. Excited to see you next time again. Will you please like and subscribe if this was helpful to you? I really appreciate your time.